Hello, everyone. So we are happy to welcome you today for this live session dedicated to our postmaster degree program in motorsport engineering and performance. I am Mathilde Savoie. I'm the postmaster head of study, and I'm here today with Marc Peraldi, the pedagogical manager of the program, and Maud de Bussac, a student of the program. I will begin to give you a very quick overview of the ESTACA school, and then Marc will go into more detail about the postmaster program. And we will answer your question afterwards. And as you can already see, the chat is open, so feel free to ask your question during the presentation, and we will go through some of them afterwards. So ESTACA is an engineering school specialized in transportation with 3 campuses, one in Paris-Saclay, one in Laval, and one in Bordeaux. We train engineers in the field of transportation, including aeronautics, automotives, aerospace, rail, and naval engineering. Marc, if you want to present the program.
Yes, thank you very much, Mathilde. Welcome to all of you online. My name is Marc. I'm the pedagogical manager of this postmaster degree. I'm gonna display a short presentation to introduce this motorsport program. My office is based in Laval, where the postmaster will take place. So if you rejoin the program, I will be your dedicated contact on site. So let's start with an overview of the postmaster degree at ESTACA. The first thing you have to have in mind is if you want to rejoin this program, you have to be passionate by motorsport industry for sure. It's a matter of passion for all the speakers, for all the teachers, the students, and all the people involved in this postmaster degree. But we are also answering a specific need on the market, because today on motorsport industry there is a specific need for qualified engineers with specific training during their studies. And this postmaster degree answer to this demand on the market. We will discuss a little bit later with, for example, with Maud, which is one student of our program this year, regarding the opportunities we can have on the motorsport industry. This course is done in partnership with FFSA Academy. So it's the French motorsport regulation and academy in France. And some hours are dedicated to go on track with FFSA Academy. The program is divided in several parts, as you can see on the screen. Actually, you have a big first part about introduction to motorsport, 100 hours approximately, and then we focus on the design of racing vehicle, the vehicle aerodynamics, the powertrain development, and all the specialities we need on the motorsport industry. All the speakers and the teachers you will have on this program are working on motorsport industry. So some of them are coming from Formula One, from World Endurance Championship, rally, or some different categories. And this is the biggest strength of this motorsport program, because we have really specific trainers, speakers, and teachers depending on their field of action. The program is for 1 year if you rejoin this program. 6 months is on site in Laval campus, sorry. From beginning of October, I think the next one will be the 5th of October, Mathilde, if I'm correct, for the start of the academic courses. It will end in the middle of February, and then after that you will have to perform an internship of 24 weeks. Okay, so 6 months to summarize on site in Laval, and then 6 months in a motorsport company to perform your internship. Okay. During the 6 first months, you have courses, but you also have an industrial project and a professional thesis, and I will go deeper in detail a bit later on this part. Okay. Regarding the partnership with the FFSA Academy, it's a really nice opportunity to have a first view, a first glimpse of the motorsport industry, because you will have the opportunity to work as an engineer or an engineer intern on track on Bugatti Le Mans racetrack with training days on Formula 4. So it means you will have young drivers. They will do a test day on Le Mans racetrack, and you will be with experienced engineers to assist them and to see how it works to extract data, for example, to do driver coaching, post-event or pre-event briefing. And it's a first experience for our students to see how it works on a racetrack. So it's 1.5 day on track to have this first experience, and then you have debriefing, you have work on simulator and etc. On site in Laval. For our students to, as I mentioned before, one unique specificity of this program is that the many hours of the courses are dedicated to track activities. So it doesn't mean you will not be able to work on design office, but maybe half of the program, a bit more, is dedicated to track activities, to understand how team is working on track, but also to understand how what is the behavior of a race car. I mean, in setup, in data analysis, in driver coaching. And it's a big part of the program. You can see in the picture we use Motec software, for example, but you will be able to work on WinTax or other software, because when you are able to work with one software, in fact, data is data. It's the same. If you move to another software, not really the same, but the same principle. And we also offer the opportunity to work on race strategy. And I know it's an interesting field, especially if you are passionate by Formula One or some other races like 24 Hours Le Mans. Strategy story is a key today. So we have dedicated speakers for this part. So this is the main program. In fact, you have specific modules dedicated to track behavior, to car behavior, and to track analysis and overall track activities. Another big part of this program, when you will be on the first 6 months is on site in Laval, is the industrial project. We have some partners. For example, you can see on the picture Idiada in Spain. It's a company specialized in car behavior and car simulation analysis. You have Art Grand Prix, for sure. You know this company. They're involved in Formula 2, Formula 3, and Formula 1 Academy also, with young women drivers. And another one is RSP Engineering, with a big part on simulation, professional simulator operation. These three partners are the one for this year, but maybe next year we will have other one. In fact, the industrial projects change every year depending on the demand and the partners we have for new years in motorsport program. So it's a big part of the program as a student, because you will work as a group of 4 on this subject, and you can see some example. One of you have the fourth project of this year in displaying it in this slide. For example, a test bench for a Formula 2 clutch, a 3D modelization of a Formula 3 front suspension. And one of the most interesting one this year was to implement driver look monitoring system on a racing simulator to correlate the eye position of the gentleman driver to one of the pro driver, and to be able to compare it and to improve the skills of the gentleman driver. So it's a big part because you have to provide a report, an industrial project report at the end of the first 6 months, and you will have to defend also this industrial project, and you will have an assessment at the end of this part to validate your industrial project. It's a really nice opportunity to have a first contact with industrials in motorsport industry. The second big part, and it may evolve a little bit next year regarding the program of the professional thesis, but you will have to choose a subject, one where you have a big motivation to answer a motorsport problematic, and you will work as a group of two, and you will develop this subject. You can see some example here, but I think the best way to present you this professional thesis module is to give the mic to Maud. Maud is one of our students this year, one of the best one also in the group. So Maud, are you able to talk about a little bit of your professional thesis, please?
Yes. So with my partner, we choose to work on the analysis of the mental and the physical preparation of drivers regarding different profiles, gentleman drivers, but also professional drivers. So we designed our professional thesis by, it's a big work in bibliography and analysis of what is already done, what the scientific paper says about it. But we also choose, and as a different group did too, to interview people, drivers, coach, and also the Malo Olivier, a member of the FFSA Academy, who is responsible of the drivers' training information. And so it's a huge work to do, but really interesting because you can choose your subject, either technical or to go on a different way and to analyze something that you don't see on the lessons around a year. So that's what we choose with my partner. And it was challenging, but really interesting to see different aspects of the motorsports, and also to have a contact with these different people. So it's there's a report and also an oral to sustain this project that goes all along the year. And yeah, it's a big plus on your resume because it's really a personal job and personal work, and you have to be really involved. But it's a real plus to defend that kind of subject.
Thank you very much, Maud. You're completely correct. You said that it's a huge work and it's a big plus on your resume, but huge work, it's really important. As a student, if you want to rejoin this program, you have to understand that the 6 months on site in Laval are really intense. You have a lot of work to do. It's full week, full day from Monday to Friday from 9 to 6 p.m. 5 days a week, because sometimes it's really hard to have a professional from Formula One and World Endurance Championship and etc. So when they are coming on site in Laval, they are not coming for nothing. They are coming to work to transmit their passion and to give you a lot of information. So yeah, you're correct, Maud. Sometimes you have a lot of work, huge work. Maybe you say that, but that's the case. Welcome in motorsport industry. If you want to rejoin the program, you have to work, and it will be 6 really intense months. But I'm pretty sure all the students are happy at the end of this period of time, because you have a lot of skills and new competencies on motorsport industry. Thank you, Maud, for this little speech. Then, after this 6 months is on site, you will have to go on internship. This is a big part of this program, and I want to be fully honest with you. For example, this year on 20 students, 19 students already had an internship. They already go and start their internship, but one of our students is not yet engaged with the company, because it could be hard to find an internship. We have a lot of partners, and we open the doors at the maximum to share opportunities and share demands from the companies. But you have to work on your own to find this internship, because you will fight against other students from other school and from other, countries sometimes. If you want to rejoin the program, you will have to start really, really soon this internship research. From the beginning of your entry in the program, you have to start this internship research. And it's fully possible, because we have a lot of really great proposals this year. For example, Maud, who is there in the room, will work with. Are you still working? Are you working with Michelin at the moment? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it's already started. So Maud is working with Michelin Motorsport on tire development on motorbike, if I'm correct. So it's really nice. We have students in Formula 2 and Formula 3 with Prema Racing, Art Grand Prix. Some of them are working with Alpine in endurance championship. So a lot of great opportunities, but to be sure that you have the information, ESTACA will not give you an internship. ESTACA will open the doors, will share all the opportunities we have, but it's the student, it's the role of the student to find the internship and to conclude this internship. We have some also interview exercise to train you to apply to motorsport company. We help you at maximum, but for sure, it's a big part, a big job on this program. When this part is said, what are the opportunities for you? I mean, in this program, at the end of this program. As you can see in the 3 first parts, we are talking about R&D, aerodynamics, engine development, and etc. So it means design office, in fact, job. It's not the biggest part today in terms of opportunities on the market, but it's possible. For example, with Maud, Maud is a really good, a really nice example. But most of our students will go on track to be data engineer, performance engineer, and at the top of that, race engineer. We have really great opportunities, but to have the distribution in mind, I think 75% of our students are working on trackside and 25 on design office. Okay, especially if you look at aerodynamics, because I know that many students and many people want to work in aerodynamics, and we had interviews yesterday, sorry, for new students, and they say, okay, I want to be an aerodynamicist in Formula 1. It's a tricky subject, aerodynamic. The doors are really closed. It's not impossible, but just be careful on that point. If you want to be a full aerodynamic specialist, it's not the aim of this postmaster degree. We will talk about aerodynamics. You will have really nice guy from England, Timothy Carew. He was working in Formula 1 in the past for Ferrari and for Mercedes. And it will be a great experience for you to have all the culture and all the qualifications regarding aerodynamics, but to work specifically in aerodynamic part, it's a bit tricky at the moment. Another time, it doesn't mean you don't have any, you don't have no opportunities, but you will have to fight against really specific schools. They are working on aerodynamics. So 75% on track operation, sorry, and 25% on R&D in design office on some different subjects. I think that's it on the overall view of this program. Maybe Mathilde, you can take the mic for this part, and we will also talk with Maud at the moment.
Yes. So if you want to join the program, so you will have to apply, and you will have to preferably, hold a master degree in scientific fields. If you do not have this kind of degree, you can have another type of master degree. You can apply and explain us what you want to do in motorsport field in the future, and we will discuss it. And if you're accepted to into the program, you will definitely need to brush up on the technical aspect to be able to keep up with the classes if you do not have a scientific degree. It is also possible to join the program with 4 years of studies and 3 years of professional experience. The program, the English, is mandatory to be able to join the program. Why is that? It's because all the classes are taught in English, and as well as the project, as like Mark said, and the internship defenses are in English. So you will have to during your application, you will have to give us some of your English language proficiency scores. It could be the TOEFL, the IELTS, or the TOEIC, either one of them. The program fees are 16,000 euros, and the program is located in ESTACA Laval, on the campus of Laval, and a few days in Le Mans, in the FFSA Academy. To apply to the program, if you can, you
Yes,
have
Mathilde,
to.
I just want to add something,
yes,
if it's possible.
Yes,
sorry,
please.
Mathilde. English mandatory, it's really, really important to understand. I forgot to mention it at the beginning, but for sure, all the courses and all the project and defenses and reporting, etc., will be in English, even if some years you are 100% of French people, French-speaking people. Even if you are, if all the group is French-speaking, we will talk in English. It's important to mention it. With the speakers, the trainers, and etc., you will have in the program. We do all the program full in English, okay? For sure, during the breaking time and etc., if you want to speak French, you can. But during the program and the courses and all the communication we have, it's full in English, okay? So it's mandatory. No debate on that point. If you are not fluent in English, you cannot apply to this program. Okay. I move on to the next one.
Yeah, thank you. So if you want to apply to the program, you have to go on the dedicated website, which is admissions.estaca.fr. And when we receive your application, the admission committee will review it, and we will let you know if your profile matches or meet what we are looking for. In this case, you will have an interview to confirm what we saw on paper. Unfortunately, if your profile doesn't match what we are expected, you will receive a rejection email. So each year yes, if you want to add something, Mark.
I just want to add something regarding the 20 students maximum per year. It's really important. Maybe you want to mention in my.
That's all right. Go ahead.
There is no priority, in fact, when you apply to this motorsport program. First in first, so it means if you apply too late and we already had 20 students engaged and validated in the program, even if your profile is the best of the world, if we have 20 students already engaged and involved in the program, we will not be able to say yes to you. So don't wait too many time to apply. As soon as you want and you know that you are able to apply, please do it, because we analyze a lot of applications and we have to make some choices. But when we say yes to a profile, we will not say no 2 months later because one other profile is better or something like that. So you have to apply really soon if you want to apply, please.
Thanks. Maybe Maud, could you tell us about the path that led you to apply to our postmaster program?
Yes, so I did an engineering school, but very generalist. So I did theoretical physics, math, chemistry, biology, and computer science. So it was kind of, I know that I had an unexpected profile because my specialty are fluid mechanics and machine learning, and I didn't really get involved in a race cars project or motorsport project, but still I've wanted to work in that field, so I applied. And yeah, I don't know, what could I add?
I have a question for you, Maud, if it's possible, to go deeper in detail. I said before that a big part of the program is linked to a trackside operation and etc. And you said really soon in the program that you don't want to work on trackside, and I understand this point of view because you prefer to work in design office on car development and etc. What's your mind on that point? Because you had some courses on track operation, but is it a plus or a bonus, something for your career now?
Yes, I said so. I'm part of the profile that really are into aerodynamics and design office, but I think that it's necessary to have the knowledge of what is happening on track and how to analyze data. But even if you are not on track, you will have some data to analyze with the software as Motec, Wintex, and I'm doing that even though I'm in a design office. So it's really important to know what is happening on track and how to use that kind of tool. It's real plus for me because you have a global overview of what is happening in a team or during a race. It's real plus.
Okay, thank you. I remember your performance on the simulator when you were a driver.
Yeah. Poor performance, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Maud, for that. Okay, and if you have any question, you can always send an email to our master at estaca.fr. And now I think we are done with the presentation, and we will now answer some of the questions. So let me have a look. So we have some question about the internship.
Yes.
So one person asked if the internship have to be abroad. I don't know, Mark, if you want to answer that.
You can if you want. What can I say on that part?
It's not mandatory, but it could be a plus to find an internship abroad, maybe.
Yes, it's not mandatory. It depends on what you want to do and what you've done in the past and the contacts you have and etc. It's not mandatory to do it abroad, in my opinion. yeah, I don't have something to say more than that. It's not mandatory. Many teams, many racing teams are working in France, and we have some contacts in France. But for sure, for example, this year we have 2 people in Italy in Prema Racing, one in Come to You Racing in Belgium, another one in Art racing team in Belgium also. So yeah, it depends on the years, depends on the opportunities you will have, but it's not mandatory.
Thanks. We have multiple questions about the admission part. So we already answered the one about the number of students. So we welcome 20 students every year. I don't know. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, we have one. Sorry, about missing an English certificate. So you can always send your application with missing English certificate. We will review your application and we will let you know if your profile match what we are expecting. But at the end, you will have to give us a certificate, even if the degree you have completed is taught in English. We need to know what is the level of English you have. Do
I
you
want to add
concur?
something,
Yes, please.
Mathilde, regarding your application, and if we have you in interview, it will be a remote interview to analyze your application. It's really important for us to understand why you want to apply. If you begin the interview by okay, I'm passionate by Formula One and I watch it on Netflix, the new series and etc., it's not a passion. We want to understand why you are applying and why you want to work in this motorsport industry, because passion is one thing, but you need to create on your own your skills and your sometimes I say a red line to the motorsport industry from the beginning to the end. We have to understand what's your project. If you wake up one day and say, okay, I want to work in motorsport industry, it's not enough for us to engage you to be involved in this program. So you need to have a strong motivation and a clear project in mind to apply to this postmaster degree.
Thanks. We have now a question asking if the profile is accepted after the interview. How long will they know if they are accepted or not? So usually it depends on multiple things and how many applications we have. But usually when you had your interview, you will have an answer from us in about 2 to 4 weeks after the interview. Mark, question for you.
Yes.
How is the employment rate after the postmaster degree?
It's a really nice question. Depends on the year, but I will take a file. Let me check, please. Pop. No, not this one. Give me a minute. Yes, this one. Depends on the year, in fact, but for example, if I'm looking at previous year, on the previous year, half of 50% of the close to 50% of the group had as a long-term contract in motorsport industry. Close to average to 30% are working as an independent worker in motorsport industry, and I have 3 of them without any employment. But one of them, it's Tom Perronneau, if you remember it, Mathilde. He decided to go out of motorsport industry because every year we have this case. Students are working during a 6-month internship in motorsport industry, and at the end they say, okay, I see it. It was really nice, but now I want to go back in regular industry because the work and the atmosphere and the speed of work and etc. and the rhythm in motorsport industry is completely different than regular industry. So they decided some of them decided to go back in regular industry. But it's a really nice question regarding the employment, because I cannot anticipate what will be next year. And it's really, really important to understand, because the market is moving really, really fast. If you look at, for example, some decision from the Renault Group and Alpine Group in World Endurance Championship, we never know what will happen next year. Maybe you see, for example, this year Porsche is cancelling his program in a World Endurance Championship to focus in Formula E Championship. So it's not possible to know today what will happen next year or in 6 months, because in 6 months is because the market is moving a lot. But for sure, it's not because I'm working at ESTACA and I'm from ESTACA also, but it's the best opportunity to have on your resume and your skills a motorsport badge, on your profile. So not possible to anticipate the market in few months or a year, but it's the best opportunity to exceed to motorsport industry. I'm receiving a lot of offers, intern offers and job opportunities from different company. It's another time the case this morning with the internship service at ESTACA, sorry. We had a proposal from a GT World Challenge team. They are looking for an intern this year, but to give you the information that you will be transferred in a full-time job at the end, I'm not sure about that, and I cannot confirm nothing, because the market is moving really, really fast.
Thank you, Mark. Maybe this one could be answered by Maud. So the question is, are there dedicated time during school period for thesis and industrial project, or is it full homework? Maybe you can
Yeah, there are
answer.
dedicated time, but you had to know that even though there are some dedicated time, maybe sometimes you have to work on your free time, but there are special sessions for professional thesis and industrial projects, while you have access to the Fab Lab of ESTACA or different tools that you could be needed.
I want to complete your answer, please, Maud. Just to confirm one thing, you will have to work on your own. Okay, the hours dedicated to industrial project and professional thesis are not enough. You will have to work on your personal time, because sometimes you are talking with an industrial. For example, you are talking with Art Grand Prix. They are in Melbourne or in Qatar or something like that, and then they are coming back from the 3 weeks of work on track, and then they answer an email, and then they give you a lot of information, but it's not the time with dedicated hours. But you have to deal with that, and you have to work at this moment with the information you have. So you will have personal work for sure if you want to come in this program.
Okay, thank you. Another one is someone say that he sees a lot of training on performance engineering, race engineering also, etc. But he wanted to know if there is some technical training, like maybe informatics, electronics, or aerodynamics also.
Yes, we have. I can go back there. Maybe it's there. We have some courses regarding MATLAB and Simulink, for example, to understand how it works and a kind of programmation. Next year, we may have some Python also course to understand and to develop a bit more on this subject. And in fact, for example, if you look at design of a racing vehicle, it's 70 hours. It means a lot of things, design of a racing vehicle or race car. So you have aerodynamic courses, you have engine courses, you have the analysis of data software, for example. So yes, you will have that kind of courses. And I think you have all the detail of the program on the website on the I don't know the English word for brochure. Sorry for that, but that's okay.
That's all right. Okay. And can we also learn how to drive a race car?
I will say no. The training is not it's not the aim of the training. You will not be a professional driver. You will not drive a race car, but you will drive a little bit on the simulator because we use a lot of simulation parts. We have our own simulator on Laval campus. And you will use the simulator a lot with a professional driver, a professional coach, with professional engineers also to extract data and etc. And for sure, when we are working on simulator, we need data. So we need a driver as an example, and you will drive. All the students will have the opportunity to drive. But it's not the aim of the program. You will not be a professional driver. It's another job, completely different of engineer job, but you will drive a little bit on the simulator, and you will have also time to practice on the simulator. But it's an important question, not to improve your skills in terms of driving, to improve your skills regarding engineering. So how to extract the data and how to prepare a pre-race event or debriefing or something like that.
Or maybe one for Maud. Is it difficult to work in that field as a woman?
For now, I don't feel a big difference, but it has to be taken into account because you will work as a female, you will work mostly with men. For example, where I work, there's only 2 other girls. So it has to be taken into account. Sometimes you will have to fight a little bit more. But now I think that the field is opening more and more to women working in motorsports. So it's really improving, but it's something that counts. And you have to think about it because it's more about working with men than the difficulty of being a woman.
What is really interesting on what you said is
Mhm.
it is a demand of the motorsport industry. In fact, we need more women on the market, and it's a big demand from the different teams. And this is why we have more and more women in the program. I think last year there were 3. This year 1, 2, 3. 5 women in the program on 20 students. So it's evolving and increasing each years. You work in the future, in fact, because if I'm looking at the women profile in the past, we have really interesting positions. So when we have women in the program, in general, they have big performance, and it's not only for you, Maud, but for example, I'm thinking about Adelaide last year. She's full employed at FFSA in France. We have Tanya from last year. She's working on trackside with the Saint-Elog because she liked trackside. We have Nini this year with Art Grand Prix, and the opportunities are there. I'm thinking about Domiti for sure. She's working on trackside also. So it's not a problem at all, and there is a demand on the market. And when we have women in the program in general, they have the best performances, but a part of the best performances we have in the market. I think we have one in Formula One also from 3 years ago. So yeah, it's not a subject. There are no differences in terms of program and approach and etc. But for sure, it's it's a shame to say that, but it's a main world. So it's still a main world. It's improving a lot, and we are part of this at ESTACA because we want to put women, a lot of women in motorsport industry.
Thank you for this answer. Another one is asking if this master is a good pathway to transitioning from an industrial engineering degree to a motorsport design engineering role.
Yes, it's the aim of this program, in fact. But I want to say that it depends on your career, on your diploma. If you come and say, okay, I was graduated in a cosmetic or in a marketing thing and etc., and you say, okay, now I want to work in motorsport industry. It could be tricky. It depends on your personal project. If you already have any skills in race cars, in setups, in data, in something like that. It's not possible, and it's a big engagement from us. If we accept you in the program, I will not be able to ensure that you will have an internship and a work and etc. because your profile has to have sense. In fact, as I mentioned before, it's not only one day to say, okay, I want to work in motorsport. You need to have an overall project to apply. But for example, mode is a really nice example. You're coming from of general engineering, in fact. And you work on MotoGP tires at Michelin actually. Yes. So it's a really big improvement. So, but it's yeah, a matter of talks, of discussion during the interview, and yeah, to be able to convince and to present your project when you apply to the program.
Okay, in this not exact same vein, but another question was, and I quote it: "My dream is to become an engineering in Formula One, following the way of Vasseur and Merquez. Is it a good way to do engineering track at ESTACA and then this program?"
That's the question. In fact, everybody wants to work in Formula One. Not everybody, in fact. The way to work in Formula One is really long. If you think that you will rejoin the program and after 6 months of training you will join Formula One, it's not impossible. It's never impossible, but it's a long way to go. And you also have to understand that at ESTACA we have a regular engineer program, and some of our students they have in mind the Formula One and they start to work in motorsport industry in their first year. So they have internship and etc. And they create a project, an overall project to work in Formula One. So it's not impossible because I have some examples, a few. From the motorsport program, they are working in Formula One today, but it's a big personal investment to be able to work in Formula One and to have the contact and to be able to perform in this field. You will see if you rejoin the program every year, I have contacts and demands from Formula One teams, for example, Racing Bulls or Ferrari. They are asking us some interns and some application. So you will have the same chances compared to all the ESTACA students to apply to this different offers. So it's possible, but it's a long way, and you have to do it step by step if you want to go to this industry.
Thank you for that. Maybe one question. Yes, about the tuition fees. How are tuition fees paid, and is it all at once or monthly? I can answer that if you want, Mark.
Cash only.
So the tuition you can do in two ways. When you're join the program to ensure your place, you have to pay a deposit payment at first, which is 1,500 euros, and then you can decide to pay the rest all at once or in 4 installment. So you will have to transfer money for time during the year. I think it's one in October, one in December, in February, and April, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I think we answer all the questions we had in the chat. So thank you, everyone, for being here today with us. I hope we answer all your questions and you had an overview of the program. Thanks again, and I hope to see you maybe next year on the program.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, merci Maud.
Allez,
Avec plaisir.
super. Merci beaucoup, Maud. Ouais. Bon,